Okay, today we're going to talk about pattern fishing. And I touched on a little bit of the pattern information on that post that I just made for Fish Brain. And that's what I'm known for. And I start off by defining, what a pattern is. And, a pattern is that exact set of water and cover conditions. The water depth, the water temperature, the water clarity, the currents, the pH, the oxygen content, blah, blah, blah. And all the cover conditions, what kind of weeds, and the structure conditions, what kind of drop-off, what kind of proximity to deep water, all the issues of a pattern. The exact set of water cover conditions that attract fish to that spot, and simultaneously to all the spots around the system. And it's an easy concept. What's the most important pattern feature? Okay, this exact set, water and cover conditions. The most important water condition is water temperature. Okay, absolutely the most important. Nothing affects it anymore. I'm really running short. I'm going to have to really speed it up. I'm getting dogged down.
You'll be fine because we'll be able to pick up where you left off.
Okay.
To applying it during the moment.
Okay, critical changes of a cold front. Okay, let's talk about a cold front. Here in Ohio, it's 70 degrees and it drops to 60 degrees overnight. That's 10 degrees shift. I'm going to ask Charlie, is that going to make a lot of difference? 10, okay. In Florida, it drops from 70 to 60. Anybody from Florida? Does that make a big difference? Oh, 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 oh. You're in big trouble in Florida. 10-degree temperature change really wrecks them. It's a whole different fish. I mean, it's a whole different species of fish, and they're just not used to those drastic changes. And cold fronts affect the Florida fish far more than they do the northern fish. Now, of course, that's the other situation is the shallower the water, the more the Okeechobee fish, that 10 degrees has affected that shallow 3-foot water a lot faster and a lot quicker, more drastically than it has, say, your Lake Erie fish. If you're up on Lake Erie, that water wouldn't change 10 degrees in 3 hours. It can't. It's just too much water. So the volume of water and depth of water makes a big difference as to how cold fronts affect. If it's a shallow water environment, it's affecting a lot quicker than if it's a deep water system. Okay. Prevailing winds. Now, let me talk about Seminole. Very first tournament I ever fished on Seminole, I had a water temperature meter because I was working for Lowrance Electronics and I was having thermometers and I was swishing them in water. I noticed that by the dam, that's a 37,000 acre lake, by the way. By the dam, the cold north winds were hitting the dam. Water temperatures were 50 degrees. They weren't biting very good. I went up Spring Creek into some of those little backwater areas, protected with the southwest winds blowing in warmer water to the surface. I found water 68 degrees the same day. Now, does that take rocket science to figure out where the best place to fish is? Is 68 a better fishing condition than 50 degrees? Well, of course it is, particularly in the spawning season. So I rigged up a deal on my boat for a fast changing thermometer. You all have Lowrances and stuff? You all have temperature meters? Are they fast changing? Can you run down the lake and pull into a pocket and just within 2 or 3 seconds say, well, this one's 5 degrees warmer than that pocket? But it would be beneficial to you if you did have a temperature meter that would give you fast changes. Or if nothing else, a handheld thermometer, which I still carry. I'm looking for the warmest water I can find this time of year. In the springtime, and when I won that first Okeechobee tournament, it wasn't Okeechobee tournament, the Seminole tournament, I found the warmest water I could find. And I can find water temperatures with a 20-degree range on a big lake like Lake Lanier. 20 degrees of difference between, say, the dam and some protected pocket. Okay, prevailing winds. In Florida, what's the prevailing wind? Well, there's a lot of northeast wind that blows into Florida, northeast. So what's northeast going to do? What's the northeast wind going to do?
Welcome to Bass University TV, an online video training course where you'll learn champion bass fishing techniques from pro anglers Pete Gluzek, Mike Iaconelli, and their talented special guests. From on the water to in the classroom, you'll learn sound techniques and strong fundamental bass fishing skills. Watch hours of video content on multiple topics at your own pace for a low monthly fee. Cancel at any time. Information is power in the sport of fishing, so learn from the very best. Subscribe to Bass University TV today.